This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. The luxury watch industry continues to captivate collectors worldwide, with no brand wielding greater influence than Rolex. Its models are seen as aspirational objects of craftsmanship and status. Yet, behind the veneer of prestige lies a calculated strategy that manipulates consumer psychology through scarcity. The waitlist system employed by Rolex is frequently misunderstood, often cloaked in assumptions about limited production and artisanal excellence. However, the truth is more complex and more intentional. The landscape of high horology is far more expansive than Rolex's tightly guarded ecosystem. Many exceptional watches offer immediate availability, superior technical execution, and authentic heritage. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will explore 5 such alternatives, positioned alongside their Rolex counterparts, not to diminish the latter, but to reframe the collector's focus from status-driven pursuit to passion-driven appreciation. Make sure to subscribe to Luxury World for exclusive access to upcoming insights, curated content, and expert guidance to help elevate every step of your watch investment journey. Submariner vs. Grand Seiko High Beat SBGH289. The Rolex Submariner has achieved icon status within the world of dive watches. With a retail price of around $10,100 and secondary market values reaching $13,000 to $15,000, it remains one of the most desirable timepieces on the planet. The 41mm oyster steel case, 300-meter water resistance, ceramic bezel, and 70-hour power reserve of the caliber 3235 are undoubtedly impressive. However, availability remains elusive, and the price premium on the secondary market often undermines the perceived value. In contrast, the Grand Seiko High Beat SBGH289 emerges as a compelling alternative. Priced at approximately $8,500, it offers immediate accessibility. The finishing on this model highlights Grand Seiko's mastery of the Japanese Surusu polishing technique, an intricate, mirror-like treatment that far exceeds standard industrial finishing. The in-house 9S85 High Beat movement operates at 36,000 vibrations per hour, providing smoother hand motion and the potential for greater accuracy than its Rolex counterpart. The vibrant blue dial exhibits texture and dimensionality that transform timekeeping into a visual experience. Unlike the Submariner, whose demand often eclipses its function, the SBGH289 invites appreciation of watchmaking for its own sake. It delivers horological excellence without requiring validation through scarcity. The reward here lies in what is worn, not what others perceive. Rolex Datejust vs. Omega Aqua Terra. The Rolex Datejust, offered at approximately $7,500 for the 36mm and $8,700 for the 41mm in steel, represents refined everyday luxury. Features such as the fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet, and the signature Cyclops date magnifier contribute to its enduring appeal. However, despite its availability on paper, many prospective buyers encounter long delays and unresponsive authorized dealers. The Omega Aqua Terra provides a fresh alternative. Starting at nearly $6,000, it is readily available in boutiques where clients are treated with dignity and sincerity. From a technical perspective, the Aqua Terra excels. Its master chronometer caliber 8900 is resistant to magnetic fields up to 15,000 Gauss, an increasingly relevant feature in today's digital age. Additionally, the bracelet's quick adjust system offers comfort without the need for tools, a feature Rolex reserves for its professional lines. Visually, the Aqua Terra's teak pattern dial exudes character and depth, distinguishing itself from the Datejust's more minimalist approach. It invites admiration not for who made it, but for the design and execution itself. In choosing the Aqua Terra, the emphasis shifts from social affirmation to horological substance. GMT-Master 2 vs. Tudor Black Bay GMT. The Rolex GMT-Master 2 is a cornerstone of functional luxury travel watches. With a retail price of $10,750 and secondary market premiums pushing it to $15,000 or higher, particularly for popular variants like the Pepsi or Batman, the GMT-Master 2 is often praised for its bicolor ceramic bezel and the caliber 3285 with an independently adjustable hour hand. However, Tudor's Black Bay GMT offers a powerful counterpoint. At a price point of $4,200, it shares Rolex's DNA while standing firmly in its own identity. Tudor, owned by Rolex, benefits from the parent company's technical and aesthetic influence but does not subscribe to the same artificial scarcity. The Black Bay GMT delivers practical travel functionality, a matte aluminum bezel that offers a warmer, vintage feel, and snowflake hands that enhance legibility. Its availability eliminates the need for social gamesmanship or pretense at the dealer level. The timepiece is ready when the collector is ready, a concept that feels increasingly rare in the current market. Choosing Tudor is not about settling. It is about asserting autonomy from a manipulated supply model. Explorer 2 versus Christopher Ward C63 Cylinder GMT. The Rolex Explorer 2, priced at $9,500, often occupies an awkward space in the brand's catalog, underappreciated yet still difficult to acquire. Known for its fixed 24-hour bezel and prominent orange GMT hand, the Explorer 2 is favored for its durability and its clean white polar dial variant. However, availability remains inconsistent, and the model is often bypassed in favor of flashier alternatives. The Christopher Ward C63 Cylinder GMT redefines the notion of value in modern watchmaking. At approximately $1,095, it costs one-tenth of the Explorer 2's price, yet it delivers surprising refinement. The 39mm case offers a versatile wear, with a light catcher design alternating between brushed and polished surfaces to create visual complexity. Applied indices, a sophisticated dial finish, and a Swiss-made GMT movement round out an impressively engineered package. The real revelation lies in the value proposition. One Explorer 2 can be exchanged for nearly 9 C63 Cylinder GMTs. This comparison challenges entrenched assumptions about what constitutes luxury and whether prestige should carry such an exorbitant premium. The Cylinder GMT demonstrates that outstanding craftsmanship is not exclusive to brands with inflated price tags and artificially restricted supply. Daytona versus Zenith Chronomaster Sport. The Rolex Daytona is perhaps the most sought-after chronograph in the world. Officially priced at $14,550, it regularly exceeds $35,000 on the open market. Its ceramic bezel, Panda-style subdials, and caliber 4130 with vertical clutch and column will offer genuine mechanical sophistication. Yet, one crucial detail is often overlooked. For years, Rolex relied on Zenith's El Primero movement to power the Daytona. That history is now embodied in the Zenith Chronomaster Sport, priced around $10,000 and readily available. The Chronomaster Sport showcases Zenith's iconic El Primero 3600 movement, visible through a sapphire caseback feature Rolex omits. The movement beats at 36,000 vibrations per hour and can measure elapsed time to one-tenth of a second, offering higher resolution than the Daytona. A ceramic bezel, color-coded subdials, and bold styling reinforce the watch's unique identity. It is not a homage. It is a chronograph of equal or greater pedigree, no longer overshadowed by Rolex's marketing power. Opting for Zenith is more than a financial decision. It is a return to the roots of meaningful horological history. Here, substance triumphs over social signaling. Reframing the luxury watch experience. True luxury in watch collecting is no longer defined by inaccessibility. Instead, it is the ability to discover a timepiece that resonates on a personal level, to walk into a boutique, and to leave with something that elevates the wrist and the spirit. This process, once the norm, has now become a rare privilege. The industry thrives on conditioning desire through unavailability. Yet, once this spell is broken, a new world of collecting opens. Enthusiasts begin to evaluate watches on the merits of finishing, movement architecture, dial complexity, and brand philosophy, not merely the presence of a crown on the dial. The question, then, is no longer whether these alternatives are good enough to rival Rolex. The better question is, are collectors prepared to prioritize authenticity over appearance, horology over hype? What are your thoughts on the Rolex watch alternatives we shared in this video? We would love to hear your perspective. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments and give the video a thumbs up if you found it insightful. Do not forget to follow Luxury World for more curated content on fine timepieces and market insights. Thank you for watching. We look forward to welcoming you again in our next video.